Welcome to the Requesting Substitutes in Aesop as a Campus User training video. Please note that teachers, paraprofessionals, and SAOP staff request for substitutes differently than when a school administrative secretary would on behalf of the employee. If you are a teacher, paraprofessional, or SAOP staff, please watch the Requesting for Substitutes in Aesop as an Employee training video. In this video, you will learn about the key elements of the Campus User Dashboard, absence creation to request for a substitute, creating absence variations, creating leave of absence, extra help, workshop or ASB absences, and finding and editing an existing absence. Upon login, you will arrive on your home page dashboard where you will be able to view various information about your school's absences that require substitutes, and you can also take action from here. In the top header, your name appears in the far right. When you click on it, you can access your account information and log out of Aesop. You can also access web alerts at the top. Web alerts may display important notifications like school closures due to weather, and also instructions on what actions to take in Aesop. You can find an absence quickly by entering the job confirmation number for that absence. On the far left side, there is a vertical navigational menu. Here, you can create absences, reconcile absences, and run various reports. You can collapse or expand the menu by clicking on the three horizontal stripes at the top. In the middle of the home page, you see the number of absences that require substitutes for the day. You can click on the Total, Unfilled, or Filled buttons to view the absences that are in these statuses for the day below. You can change the date to see the absence and fill stats for past or future dates. Finally, you can create or reconcile absences using the Quick Actions buttons directly from the home page. When assisting employees with requesting for substitutes in Aesop, please make sure that they have already recorded their absence in Employee Self-Service. The easiest way to request for a substitute is by using the Create an Absence Quick Action button on your dashboard. Alternatively, you can go to the side navigation menu, choose Absences, then Create Absence. From here, select the employee for whom you are creating a substitute request. You can search for the employee by their last name, or click on the first letter of their last name to see a list of employees. Let's go ahead and select an employee and then click Fill Out Details. Click on the date of the absence in the calendar. Then select the appropriate absence reason. Select the time of the absence. The system defaults in the school bell times. You will choose Custom if the employee's absence occurs during a non-traditional time frame. The system automatically tells substitutes to arrive 30 minutes before and stay 30 minutes after the default or custom time at school locations.
You will not need to change the start and end time to account for the substitute prep time. If you want to change the substitute report time, click on the link icon, which will enable you to change the substitute report time fields for the absence. Type any relevant notes to yourself or the absent employee in the Notes to Administrator text box. Then, write a note to the substitute in the Notes to Substitute text box. Use the Admin Only Notes text box to enter information that you only want to share with another campus user or with the Substitute Services Office. You will typically type the cost center code for ASB and workshops in this box. You can attach a lesson plan or other instructional documents for the substitute by clicking Choose File. Select the document you would like to attach and click Open. The file is now uploaded. Click Review and Confirm at the bottom of the page, and you can review the substitute request summary here. If you want to assign a particular substitute to fill an absence, make sure that you have already contacted that substitute before you assign them to an absence in Aesop. If you do not have a prearranged substitute, go ahead and click Create Absence. You know you are done when you see the job confirmation number on the screen. If you want to create an absence with variations and would prefer to have the same substitute for each variation, you will want to add a variation. This will ensure that the absence is recorded under one confirmation number and prevents you from needing to create separate absences. For instance, you will want to create a variation when you need to indicate two different absence reasons on the same day, but during different parts of the day. For example, in the afternoon versus in the morning. You will also want to create a variation when you want to create a multi-day absence with different absence reasons or with varying times during multiple days. Let's walk through an example. The employee for whom you are creating a substitute request is taking a sick leave in the morning, but personal leave in the afternoon on the same day. Click on the day the employee will be absent on the calendar. Select the absence reason of sick leave. Select half day AM for time. Click Add New Variation. A Variation To form will appear below the first variation you have created. Click on the same day when the employee will be absent on the calendar. Notice that it says that there's a previous variation during that same time. So change the time to PM and click Personal Leave for absence reason and make sure it's on the same day. You can fill out Notes to Administrator or Notes to Substitute and click Review and Confirm. You'll review the summary to make sure that it's correct and then create absence. And that's how you create an absence variation. Employee users will contact the school administrative secretary or the substitute services office for assistance on creating substitute requests for filling approved leave of absence, which are long-term leave greater than 10 days, extra help positions, or absences due to workshop or ASB activities. The school administrative secretary and the sub-office can ensure that proper administrative action has been taken and correct cost center codes are used to create these requests. Leave of absence. Please make sure that leave has been approved by the leave office. Prior to approval, use the sick leave or personal leave absence reasons. For workshop or ASB, please enter the cost center code to be used for the absence in the admin only notes text box of the absence. For extra help, contact the substitute services office for creating extra help substitute requests. You can find a future or past absence in Aesop to review or edit the information. You may edit past absences through the last 5 days. There are different ways to find a past absence to view details or edit the absence. If you know the confirmation number of the absence to edit, type the number and click Enter in the search field at the top of the screen. You can also search in the Quick Action search bar. When you click Search, you will see the details of the absence, and you can make changes here. If you do not know the confirmation number, but you know the day the absence will start, click on the Daily Report button on the dashboard and enter the date of the absence and click Search. Here you can locate your absence, view details, and make edits. If you do not know the confirmation number, but you know the employee who will be absent, run the absentee report by selecting Reports, Absentee Report from the side navigation bar. Select the dates and find the employee. Click Search. You will be able to find all the absences for this employee and locate the particular one you want to edit. After finding and clicking on the absence, you can do the following things to edit the absence. Click Edit. You can click Delete to cancel the absence, change the absence reason, change the date and/or time of the absence, add a new variation, edit notes, add or remove file attachments, assign a substitute, or reassign a substitute. There are a couple of important notes about requesting for substitutes in Aesop. An employee or a campus user on behalf of an employee can request for a substitute up to 120 days in advance in Aesop. If an employee enters their absence over the phone, it can be done up to 30 days in advance. Absences can be created up to 2 hours before the start of the position. Otherwise, call the Substitute Services office. Only the campus user and Substitute Services office can pre-assign a substitute.
For comprehensive information about Aesop, please visit the Seattle Public Schools Aesop webpage at www.seattlepublicsschools.org. seattleschools.org/Aesop. The website will be updated frequently with training information and news about the system. If you have additional questions regarding Aesop, please contact Substitute Services Office by email at suboffice@seattleschools.org or by phone at 206-252-0388. Thank you for watching this video. We encourage you to watch all video tutorials related to your Aesop user role as they become available.